Welcome to the Childcare Directors Chair, the podcast for bold educators who are ready to lead, grow, and shake things up in early childhood education. Whether you're a teacher eyeing that lead role, a lead stepping into leadership, or a center owner dreaming big, this is your space to grow with purpose and leave your mark. Hosted by heart-centered leadership coach Erica Sacosio, each episode brings you real talk, actionable tools, and a contagious laugh or two, all designed to help you step into your next level with confidence. So pour your coffee, pop in those earbuds, and take your seat, because your leadership journey starts right now in the Childcare Directors Chair.
Good morning and welcome to the Childcare Directors Chair Podcast. I'd like to say I have the best listeners of any podcast ever, and I want to say thank you so much. Today, we're going to talk about what we can control and what we can't. What if I told you that most of the stress that you're carrying as a leader isn't actually from workload? It is from trying to control things that were never yours to control in the first place. Staff reactions, attitudes, board decisions, and policies that come from down the line, you can't control those. Here's the real question, though. What would happen if you became exceptionally good at controlling the one thing that you actually can? And that's your mindset and your actions. Welcome back to the Childcare Directors Chair Podcast, where we talk about real leadership and early childhood education. Because this work, it's not just about children, it's about people, different personalities, different expectations, and different emotions walking into the building every single day. It's about managing classrooms while also managing adults. It's about making decisions knowing not everyone is going to agree with them. And it's about carrying responsibility for families, for staff, for children, all at the same time. And if you're being honest, some days it feels like no matter what you do, someone's unhappy. Well, you make a decision, someone questions it. You set a boundary, someone pushes back. Or you try to move things forward and someone resists the change. And over time, that starts to wear on you because you start to feel like, maybe I should explain it more. Or maybe I should have handled it differently. Or maybe I need to fix how they feel. And that's where we start to lose control. Not because we're doing something wrong, but because we're trying to control things. And they were never ours to carry in the first place. As leaders, we spend so much time and energy worrying about, do my staff like me? Are they happy with my decisions? Did I say that the right way? And what's coming next from the state or the board? So many things on our mind. The truth is, those things were never ours to control. We replay conversations over our head, we second guess our decisions, and we carry frustration that doesn't belong to us. Now, you cannot control how people feel about you, or how they respond to change, or whether they agree with your decisions, or the challenges that are happening around us. But you can control how you show up, how you communicate, and how you respond, and the standard that you hold. Because control what you can sounds really simple. But in real leadership, it's not automatic. And this is something you have to practice intentionally. So let's walk through what actually looks like in real time in real leadership. First of all, pause before you respond. In leadership, things happen fast. A teacher comes to you frustrated. A parent sends an email. Or something goes wrong in a classroom. And your instinct is to respond immediately. To fix it, address it, or react. But fast reactions are emotional. They're not intentional. That pause gives you the space to think. What does the situation actually need from me as a leader? Not emotionally, but intentionally. So instead, do this. Say, let me take a moment and I'll follow up with you. That small pause creates control instantly. The second thing is separate facts from feelings. We often react to what we think is happening, especially those of you who run things through your head over and over again, instead of what is actually happening. They're being disrespectful or they're upset with me. But those assumptions, well, strong leaders, we ask, what do we know for sure? Write it down. What are the facts? What am I assuming? Lead from clarity, not emotion. And it's hard to do because we all want to be liked. The third thing I'm going to say is get really clear on your standards. Most frustration doesn't come from people, but it comes from unclear expectations. When standards are not clear, everyone operates differently, and then you're constantly correcting. Clear standards they build consistency, and consistency builds trust. So ask yourself, what is the standard here? And then communicate it and hold it. The fourth thing I'm going to say is control your communication. You don't control how people receive your message, but you do control how clearly you deliver it. So unclear communication creates confusion. Strong leaders are clear, they're calm, they're direct. So ask yourself, what is one thing that they need to understand? And say that and say it simply so that it's just no confusion. The fifth thing is stop chasing approval. If you lead based on who will be happy, you will always feel out of control. Strong leadership isn't about being liked in every moment, but it is about clear, consistent, and grounded. Even when it's uncomfortable, you have to be those things. So ask yourself, is this the right decision for the center? If the answer is yes, then you have to stand in that decision. Number 6 is protect your focus. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. If you focus on problems, you're going to feel overwhelmed. If you focus on solutions, you're going to feel empowered. So start your day with this. What are my top 3 priorities? And stay anchored there. If you take anything from this episode, it's that. What are your top 3 priorities for the day? Because normally you walk in and you just let the day happen to you. Stop doing that. That's why you feel like out of control. What are the 3 things you have to get done today? If you get 4 done, great. What are those 3 priorities? Also, number 7, I'm going to say is own your environment. Your team watches you more than they listen to you. Your tone, your reactions, your consistency, that becomes the culture. Stop being sarcastic. Stop being passive aggressive. Stop saying one thing and doing something else because you set the tone. So before you walk in, ask, how do I want to show up today? And then lead from that. Number 8 is practice letting go. And this is the hard one. Holding on to everything, every opinion, every reaction, every outcome is exhausting, darling. Let it go. Also said it best. Letting go isn't about losing control. It's releasing what was never yours to carry. So ask yourself, what am I holding on to that I can't control? And then let it go. Let it go. Now, none of those things require more time, but they do require more intention. And if you practice even one of those consistently, you would stop second guessing yourself. You would feel more confident, and your team would feel the difference. Not because everything is perfect, but because you are consistent. The challenges in this field are real. They're not going away overnight. But your experience as a leader, that can change the moment you decide, I will focus on what I can control, and I will be exceptional at it. Now, if this message resonated with you, this is exactly the kind of work we're going to be continuing at the Early Education Empowerment Conference. This event is about bringing leaders together to grow, connect, and to think differently. And I just want to say this clearly. Without our sponsors, sorry about that. Without our sponsors, the conference would not be possible. This support allows us to bring in this level of speakers that is just unexceptional. The level of talent, the level of experience that you're going to experience there is just beyond measure. So take the time to visit our sponsors in the exhibit areas, connect with them, support them. And speaking of sponsors, today's episode is sponsored by Harmoney Books, based right here in Rhode Island. If you're looking for a simple, supportive way to take control of your finances, Harmoney Book can help you with tracking, organizing, and building better money habits in a way that actually feels manageable. So we're also excited to have them as our snack sponsor for Thursday and Friday at the conference. So be sure to stop by, connect with them, learn more. And thank you for being here today. If this episode resonated with you, share it with another director who might need a reminder. And remember, leadership isn't about controlling everything around you, but it is about mastering what's within you. And with that, I'll say everything shifts and have a great day.
That's a wrap for this episode of the Childcare Directors Chair, where we believe leaders aren't born, they're grown. If something sparked for you today, share it, shout it out, or pass it along to the next bold changemaker in childcare. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and stay connected with Erica Sacosio for more real talk leadership tools and a whole lot of inspiration. Until next time, lead with heart, grow with fire, and always remember, the chair is yours. Now own it.